Okay, so let's jump into this video and talk about working with our ARC feature in our Uprev flash tuning software. So we'll find that the ARC feature is going to allow us to use specially enhanced ROM features that Uprev has added into a ROM. Now we have to pay a licensing fee to use these, but they're well worth doing the upgrade price because it's going to give us features such as a launch control, a rolling anti-lag, a flat foot shift, and a burnout mod if we're working with an older 350Z or G35 ROM type. And then when we move into the newer G37 or 370Z ROM types, we'll find that we have those same features that we can add into a ROM in addition to having simplified timing. Now the simplified timing is going to be going in and getting rid of that burn rate that we learned about doing our ignition timing programming. It's going to be giving us values that we're used to working with in degrees before top dead center. So our ignition timing table is going to start looking like and programming like what we're used to working with in most all their ECUs or standalone systems. Now in addition to that, it's going to simplify the knock routine so we can figure out where the knock is going to be coming from when it pulls the ignition timing, and we'll also find some modifiers based on oil temp, coolant temp, and air temp that we can go in and we can set up how it's going to be pulling the ignition timing out based on those factors. I'm going to be showing you all that in this video so you'll understand what to do and how it works using our ARC features. Without further wait, let's jump into the video so we can check it out. All right, so let's get started here. We're going to be taking a look at working with our ARC features in our ROM files. So the very first thing we're going to do, jump into Edit Tune File here. I'm going to be opening up my two different ROM types so we can take a look at what we can expect working with these ARC features in the different generations of our ROM files. So I'm going to open up this newer G37 example, click Open here, and then I'm also going to be going in here and opening up our 350Z example. Let's go ahead and move up into the folder here and grab this CD405 file, and now we're going to be able to compare both. So looking down our list here, we find this folder labeled ARC. We also can see that we have our ARC toggles. Now, if we want to go in here, let's open up our ARC folder here under our 350Z because this is going to be a much more simplistic control and features compared to working in our G37 example here. If we look down our list, let's open up our toggles, we are going to be finding here that we have some things we program in here to turn on this particular feature. So we find we have flat foot shifting, launch control, and rolling anti-lag. Now the rolling anti-lag is only going to be used if we have a turbocharged engine. If we don't, we're not going to be able to use it. We'll just be able to use flat foot shifting and launch control. Now an automatic car, we're not even going to be able to use flat foot shifting because the automatic transmission will allow that to happen anyway. It'll be controlling all of that. So really all we would have in that situation would be launch control. So on automatic, this may or may not be something that you want to pay that license fee for. And we have to upgrade and cost about $75 to $100 to do the ARC license. Now we will be going over when we go and apply our ARC license and purchase it. I'm going to be going through the process so you understand how that's going to go. We'll see here in our cable, I have my cable plugged into my laptop right now, not plugged into the vehicle. We can see I have my flash license, I have 6 pro licenses left. My ARC licenses, I have none. So if I charged my cable and I applied one ARC license and I move down here to the bottom into my ARC toggles, if I toggled on something like my burnout mod, I turn it on, or my flat foot shifting, I wanted to use one of these features, and then I went and I flashed this ROM, I would find that it would go and then it would take off my ARC license. So as soon as I turn a toggle on here, it's going to be using the ARC license on that next flash. So keep that in mind when you're working with this. Well, let's go here and I'll turn my burnout mod on, my rolling anti-lag,